Hello everyone. So today we will try to look at the Leetcode 680 valid palindrome 2 problem. So it is a medium, not a medium, but it is a easy level problem, and it says that given a string as return true if s can be palindrome after deleting at most one character from it. So what it says that either you can choose to delete one character or not, but not more than one characters can be deleted. And after doing such a operation, if you conclude at a palindrome in this string, then you have to return true, otherwise false. So we will try to look at the approach that we are going to take. So one approach you can take is that try to check if it is a palindrome, and then you can try to remove each element one by one after that. And in case any of that returns true or results into true, then you have to return true, otherwise false. But it will result into an TLE error. I can show you the solution here. So this is what I did initially. So this is a palindrome function that checks whether when the word is reversed and the word is in the original order, then if they are same, then it is going to return true, otherwise it is going to return false. So initially I check for the initial string, that is s. If it is uh, true, then we return true, and then after that we trim one word starting from the I. So if any of that results into true, then we return true, and after the iteration is over, if none of them return true, that means the palindrome didn't exist in that one, so we return false. But we will try to look at the optimized approach, which will not give us uh, time limit exceeded error. So in that we will use two pointers. So we will declare I and j. I is going to be 0 and j is going to be length of s minus 1, which is the last index of s string. After that we are going to run a while loop, which is going to start from I, and uh, the condition is going to be until I is less than j, then run this loop. Next we are going to perform a check if the if si is equal to sj, then what we are going to do is that we are going to increment from ahead and decrement from behind, right? So next, if they are unequal, that means we have to remove that element. And what can we do to remove that element is that we will try to take a look at case 5. Here this thing is given, so z and z both are going to be same, but you can see that the second index, that the first indexed element r and y are not equal. So in that case, what it is doing is that it is performing a check on the string from y to the other j. So it is removing the element at I index, and for the second call it is removing the index at j call. So next call is being made for this. So it is going to check if either of them returns true, that means we have found a palindrome, and we can achieve that by removing one character at max, otherwise it would end up being a false. So in that case we are going to uh, return whatever these are going to return. So if these both return false, then false is going to be our final answer. If any of them returns true, then true is going to be our answer. And once the while loop is over and we did not encounter anything that returned false from else, that means we have a palindrome and we should return true. So next we are going to declare the function is valid palindrome, which is going to check whether the string that is being passed to it is a palindrome or not. So we are going to declare same two variables, I, which is going to point at the start of the at the starting index, and it is going to point at the last index of the substring. So we are going to again run a while loop, and if it is if the first element and the last element is equal, then we are going to keep incrementing from ahead and keep decrementing from behind. Otherwise what we are going to do, if they are not equal, like in this case a and a are equal, then I is going to get incremented, then j is going to get decremented. So again they were not equal, so in that case false is going to be returned. That means that it is not a palindrome. And finally, if it didn't encounter false at any time in its traversal, then eventually true is going to be returned, which means that every time the sub I and sub j were equal. So now remove the print statement. We will try to run it again, and it is passing all the test cases. You are going to get only 3 test cases by default from Leetcode, but I have added 4th and 5th from my side. So 5th one was a test case that I failed while submitting a solution of mine, and 4th one I declared it myself. So let's submit it now and see what's happening. So you can see that it has passed the Leetcode test. Bye.